Tonight on Inside the Music, the year was 1978, and the city was the Bronx. The Get Down Brothers, a local group that included a wordsmith named Books and a DJ called Shaolin Fantastic, were heading the rebellion by creating a new sound.
Say 1, 2, 3. Say that you want. Let the Get Down Brothers are down to have fun.
Some thought it might change the game forever. But disco ruled the pop music kingdom. A young singer named Mylene Cruz, a local girl who came from humble church beginnings, teamed with her friends, the Soul Madonnas, to create a unique dance tune that was about to break the charts. Would success last or fade away?
From now on, we're living for the music. The borough where I'm from ain't the slums. We got kings. And that's what I'll be, my friends and me.
Born in the jungle, it's the lion's den.
I want you to cut a record together.
Thinking to myself, should I take that chance?
We believe Mylene can become the #1 disco artist in the country.
Get ready to share her with the world.
Doing the thing for my fam.
Ezekiel has a real future, and you can't stand it, can you?
Mama told me it won't be easy.
Will you throw away your reputation for a thug?
The Get Down is the next great American musical genre, no doubt.
I'm gonna be an MC whether you like it or not.
My dead body.
Come at me. Stop. Come at me.
Stop!
You leave this house tonight. Don't come back.
I'm the one who's always talking about breaking free. But you're the only one who's actually doing it.
You have no idea what I've done to put us in this good situation.
I don't want my soul on loan. We gotta get out of this drug thing.
Mylene wants to be who she wants to be, to sing for herself. You have no idea what I am capable of.
It's time to get it. It's time to grab it. Your time is now. If making something of myself means losing myself, then what am I making? And we bonded for life, so they turn out the lights.
What's up?
Keep it going, the Get Down.
Yo.
Dude, that trailer just gets me hyped.
Thank you.
And the show's called The Get Down. That's a fun title, man. When you first got that script, we were just like, yes, I'm in. I don't care what it is.
See, we didn't get the script first. We just went into this audition. I'm sorry, I was just dancing back there.
He was actually he was warming up for you guys. This is gonna be a full-on performance.
Nah, but it was just an amazing audition process because most of the cast got to meet each other, and like Baz just gave us some last minute, I want you to do this, you know?
Baz Luhrmann, the amazing director.
Yeah, the director, yeah. He's the reason it looks like that, but I'm sorry, guys.
You catch your breath. I'm just gonna say how awesome the show is.
You guys and me coming in like this, you know? But yeah, it was a great process, and when we did get the script, it was beautiful, you know. So.
I mean, how familiar were you with Baz's work before? I mean, obviously you deep dive after, but you know, Moulin Rouge, all the things that he incorporates, music, dance. You know, he's such an expert at that.
Yeah, I mean, what was your?
You know, were you familiar with his work before, or did you go back and yeah?
Yeah, I saw a few of his movies right before I got the audition, and then I was like, oh, okay, interesting, you know, interesting, the universe.
You know, what was the audition like? Was it a little bit of dance, a little bit of song?
Yeah, it was. It was. I mean, it was a lot of interaction, you know, like with other people, because it was all depending on what it was like to do it with each other, if that makes sense. It wasn't really just about how I did it as Shameik, you know, to get Shaolin. It was all about like who Books was, and like. We determined each other, you know, because if I was Books, Shaolin would have had to be somebody like, you get what I'm saying? Somebody totally different. And if he was Shaolin, you know, Books would have to be somebody totally different, you know. So it was like, that's what that whole audition process was. So everybody found their place, and yeah, it was great.
It's a great cast, and you guys shot here in New York, and it was based here in New York. I mean, what was that like? Where you guys get to spend some time together, go see some music?
I mean, yeah. Since I've been in New York, I've just been out having fun. Interviews, and I'm 21. I'm young. I'm getting it. I got love in the city. I'm over here. I'm smiling. I'm just walking, smiling. I'm with my boy. I don't know where Jeezy.
Yeah.
Over there.
Stylish dude too.
Yeah, that's the homie right there. And Netflix. They're treating me nicely. The hotel's treating me nicely. The beautiful young women, the positive brothers in the streets, everybody is just.
This is inspirational and aspirational at the same time. I mean, the wardrobe of Shaolin, fantastic, awesome name, by the way. The wardrobe is such it's got to be such a pleasure, man. Those shoes, the hats.
Yeah, Jeriana, CM, they did the wardrobe. Baz's wife is CM, and they because they created everything, like nothing. They didn't buy any of that. Like they literally created every single piece that's in the Get Down for everybody that's dancing in the background. Like I'm telling you, every single piece. So I'm like, yo, that's another level right there. I'm trying to make a couple sweatshirts right now. You know what I'm saying? So, Yeah.
And did you get to have any input on the wardrobe, or did you bring something from your own sort of personal wardrobe into the character, or was that?
The S on, well, I stopped wearing it because my mom wanted it back. My mom, this is actually my mother's necklace. Sharon is her name. She named me Shameik, so I took it from her when I went there.
Is that like a conversation, or you just go in there in the middle of the night and just grab it?
No, I used to wear it because I just wanted jewelry. I just wanted like something, so I would wear it. And my name is Shameik, so nobody knew it was Sharon, and that's why I used to wear it. And honestly speaking, and then my mom was like, "Yeah, okay, well, you got one at Shaolin now, so give me mine back." So I gave it back to her. It's the honest truth. I was like, you know what? This is yours.
And did you grab anything, when you guys wrapped, the first season, part 1? Now the part 2 has come out so far. Have you grabbed any of the wardrobe for yourself?
See, that original, like, Shaolin jacket, the red leather jacket, when I was wearing the Pumas and stuff, like, I went ahead and I have that jacket.
That might be somewhere in the closet.
I have that jacket.
It's got to be such an experience for you. I mean, obviously, I'm not sure who saw Dope out there, but if you haven't seen the movie Dope, you're so fantastic in that.
Oh. Yeah. Thank you.
And that character is such a polar. It's a completely different character for you than this.
Yes.
So what was that like? I mean, how do you think they saw? Did you go in as Shaolin Fantastic, or did you have a little bit, were they telling you a little edgier, a little more bad boy?
I was, so the gift of a great actor or influential actor, a meaningful actor, is for him not to be acting. This is what I tell myself, or like my understanding of it. So as Shaolin, I naturally need to know who he is within me. Like I can't pretend to be Shao, I have to be him, So that's how, like, you feel like you know me before you meet me. This is what people say. Like, I'm just thinking about, like, because I'm giving you me. Like, you are seeing Shameik, honestly, but it's Shaolin. Like, those aren't my words. Those aren't, like, everything is written. Everything is, like, producing everything. So, anyway, Malcolm, I was a little bit more... That's where my spirit was, that is. So I was able to portray Malcolm the way I did. And each character I ever play, I'm going to be like that, like connected to my character. So I can't just be taking like every role like that somebody else could play, honestly. Like my roles have to be like only Shameik could do that, That's just how I'm thinking. Like that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, and I think it's great for people to see you like this. I mean, when Dope first came out, once it was such a hit at Sundance and it went all around the world, did people think you were Malcolm when they came approach you? Did they think you were the nerd, quote unquote, as the movie opens?
I feel like I still. I mean, Rocky. As soon as he still see Malcolm in me. Like he don't like people. Like the people that have known me know like I am still Shameik. Like it's just perception. Because you see Shaolin, you now have that whole perception with you when you look at me, you know? So it's like, you can't help it because that's how you know me. Yeah. But it's like, the people that have known me will always, like, see me. I'm not really, and I'm still here. I'm just smiling, I'm walking, I'm just, you know. If you get a movie tomorrow and everybody see you in that character, you still gonna be like, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna go with it, you know? So that's how it goes.
And what was that experience like for you? I mean, that was your first sort of big movie, and then to be co-starring with, like, Chanel Iman, you know, this, you know, VS model and, you know, all these, and then go to Sundance and be like the talk of the town. Tell us a little bit about that.
I mean, that was cool, you know. I'm not gonna lie. Chanel is cool. Kiersey was amazing. I'm looking at this poster like, that's not the right one. That's the Get Down. Chanel, Kiersey, Zoe Kravitz, that was amazing. Like, for that to be my first role like that, you know, that was a blessing. I wanted to meet Rocky, and then I ended up working with him in the movie, which was like something that was like, whoa, to me. And then Pharrell doing the music for that was amazing. Just the minds that were involved on this whole project. And of course, Rick Famuyiwa is the director, the writer of the movie. Yeah, it's like that experience was something I don't think I could ever forget. It taught me how to be the leading person. Like, period, how to, like, that man, Rick, and, like, the energy on the set of Dope was pure, you know what I mean? So, like, the movie was pure. Everybody was there off the love of what we were making, so.
You guys definitely had the hottest party at Sundance, that's for sure.
Yo. Yo.
Like, sorry, I can't bring, you know, plus 50 to this.
You know, it's set up pretty nice. You know, I gotta say, I just want, cause I see I see my vision. You know, people see me now, and like, you know, when you see an artist, your favorite musician or whatever, and you just kind of start wondering what they're gonna do next and whatnot. Like, I'm excited because I have so much to bring. Like, I'm not sleeping. Like, I feel like. It's something about how I was raised, man. I did not like being in a military setting, like the all-boys school and whatnot, but, like, I think it really did play a part of discipline or something in my mind, because I really enjoy, like, moving forward. I don't see myself being stagnant. Like, I want to meet cool people. I want to create dope art. I want to be, like, I'm going with the flow of my actual life, like, my energy. You know, people get caught up in, like, what other people think of them, and that's cool, because I want people to see me the way I want to present myself. But this is what's on my mind, guys. I'm just thinking, like,
yeah, man, speak your mind for sure. I mean, you know, you're doing the music, you're doing the dancing, you have this acting. I mean, are you burning the candle at all ends? Are you performing? Are you making music when you're on your off time? Or
definitely, like, you know, not just on my off time. It's just like in general, I'm expressing myself creatively. I'm getting it together on the fashion side as well. Like, I got some exciting things coming. I'm writing scripts. I am making music constantly. Like, what you guys do not expect this year is what is going to be the most impressive thing to you. And
I can get hyped for that.
Yeah, it's a whole different level coming. A whole different. I'm not playing games. I'm not playing games. We on a whole different. It's 2017. Like, you know what I'm saying? No games.
You're in the
door
perfect
opened
city.
up. Like, they let the wrong person in the door if they thought I was gonna play games. Nah. No.
You know, this character, I mean, it's the element that he brings to it, you know, the bad boyness, you know, you're pulling guns up. I mean, those are some pretty intense scenes. I mean, can you describe what it's like to film stuff like that?
Gotta go there.
Yeah.
I gotta know what it's like to be Shao. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be, you know, I feel like with me, I have to work with certain types of people. Like, it was amazing working with Justice, man. It was, cause like, even when he's not on camera and I'm talking to him, he's right there. Like, some actors would just leave, and you know what I'm saying? And it's all good, cause, you know, it was amazing working with him though, because we had a different type of like, I don't know, like those scenes that we have are very powerful to me, and I just feel like that those moments, man, creating this, I've learned so much, because I have to look at someone directly in their eye and be able to, like, feel that. Like, you know, I can't play, like, you know when you see actors and, like, you can tell, like, they're doing a good job, but you don't feel it. You don't believe it, like, that you're watching reality. You're like, okay, they're acting. I'm watching a movie. This is good. You know, I want you, like, to see reality when you see me. And I think that I see where I need to progress, but, like, you know, you guys are feeling it, where I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. But, yeah, I hope that answered your question. Yeah.
Yeah, Justice Smith, man, he's so good. I mean, have you guys stayed in touch since the show's part 2 has come out?
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, he's in the UK, so honestly, we don't really like text or anything like that often, to keep it a buck. But when we see each other, it's like, but those are the best relationships and friendships, the low maintenance ones, when it's like completely genuine. And you know that the other person good. If they need you, they gonna call you, and it's all like, you know, you already know that they got your back. But those are the actual real, like, relationships. Because me and him had 14, 15, 16-hour days for like 2 years straight. Like, you know what I mean? So we spent a lot of time together. I think right now it's just like not being with your brother for a little bit. You know what I mean? It's just, he good. And yeah. I mean, this whole cast is just, we're all pretty close, though. Even if we don't talk all the time, we're very close.
Yeah. You guys had another Smith on the set, Jaden Smith.
Yes,
I mean, what was that? What was that like? Obviously, people have this perception of him, and then for him to step in that role, it was so perfect.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think they just took advantage of how people think Jaden is, and just like, you know, this would be perfect for Jaden right here. They really just painted something. You know, they probably knew what they were doing with that. You guys see who y'all think he is right there. Yeah. So, no, seriously, like, yeah. So that's cool. Yeah. Jaden's so cool, man. Like, he knows exactly what y'all think. It's like, you know, he's a very smart young man. Like, he's humble. Like, he do not have to be who he is. I'm telling you, he's cool. Yeah. Cool dude.
And there's no better place to like walk around in this sort of wardrobe than New York. I'm sure people are thinking that you guys are dressing like this for real. You know, probably like, you know, the afros and the hats and everything like that.
Nah, I mean, I got braids as soon as I could with the afros. I can't lie, but I got a lot of compliments when I had it. Yeah. I don't know, like I give an old school vibe. I got that a lot. Like my mom was like, "Yo, you look like you're giving me Al Green or something like that." Like, I don't know, but yeah.
Is there anybody else that you guys have talked about maybe bringing into the show? I'm sure there's a lot of actors out there that love what you guys are doing as far as the music and the cinematography. Have anybody come up to you like, hey, I'd love to be in there as well?
Oh, man. Like, a lot of, I mean, pretty much, like, yeah, a lot of people want to, and if they don't want to be on this show, they want to do something with me, which I think is cool. So I'm very excited about, like, the projects I'm going to be doing for myself, because, like you said, like I've been with Chanel, Zoe, and Kiersey in one movie. We got like Horizon and these beautiful ladies, Shirley and Stephanie. And yeah, it's just, you know, I think it's a standard. Like, as far as like, so I want to be like, you know, Michael Jackson, he just set a bar for himself with everything he was doing. He didn't really go backwards. And what I'm saying is, for my projects to come, I plan to be going for it as well. Like, as far as the picture I'm painting, I want to work with fresh faces as well. You know what I mean? I want to like paint. Like, I really want to be influential and do something different. I can't really explain it, guys. Like, but I am explaining it, and I'm just saying it over and over. So you feel me when I'm saying.
You're working your way into it, man. You're working your way into it for sure. I mean, you know, you mentioned Chanel. I mean, I have to ask about that scene in Dope when she grew up on you.
Yeah.
What was that like?
You know, she did it like 10, 15 times, you know. But
he's like, one more take. You're like, really, dude?
Nah, but nah, she was cool. Like, she, you know, she was laughing about it. You know.
Of course she was.
No, but it was, I mean, it was fun. It was fun. It wasn't the, you know, the part afterwards, it was good, something to laugh about. Yeah. But, you know, it was oatmeal. It wasn't actual throw up, you know. She is a Victoria's Secret model at the end of the day. Somebody in the world would, you know, get off on that, so. So.
I love your shrugs, man. It just says the world, man. Every time you shrug, it says so much. You keep on looking into this poster, too. I feel like you miss your friends over here.
Dude,
yeah.
Man, I just feel like they're right there looking at me or something. But I should look at you guys. Yeah. Let me just start looking at you guys.
Yeah, everyone's looking at you.
Yes.
I understand you also did a James Franco movie.
Yes.
What was that experience like? As he directed, right? And Josh Boone wrote.
Yeah, Josh Boone wrote it. Yeah, James Franco directed it, and it was great. It's gonna surprise everybody. There's some jungle fever going on. It's a love triangle. Yeah, you know, I'm pretty much like I'm bad boy in this, but in Pretenders I'm like smooth. Like, Phil's more smooth. He's a photographer, and yeah, he's cool. He's cool.
Were you able to pick up a camera and did you get a little bit?
I did.
Yeah, were you able to like mess around a little bit?
Yeah, I got some good photos on there.
Get some photos of James, get some photos of that co-stars, you know, were you actually operating it?
Yeah, you know, like I'm telling you, man, you got to invest yourself in your characters.
You got
brother.
the photos, you got the fashion line, you got it all working out, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. And, you know, tell me a little bit about when James Franco comes to you about doing a movie. I mean, what's that experience, you know, for you as an actor? I mean, like you said, it's like dope.
I'm picky, man. Yeah. I'm not doing everything. So I felt like, at first, I was like, I'm really trying to do this, or this. And then I read the script because my team was very, like, on it. And, yeah, I fell in love with it, honestly. Like, it was a great script. It twists me, like, and you guys will probably be a little like, oh, as well. Like, I'm telling you, like, but that's what makes it a great movie. And
I feel like that's what James is so great at doing, is making people either uncomfortable or think a little bit. He's a very provocative writer.
It's a great story, seriously. And I don't know, I feel like I'm going to be bringing some really good awareness to people as well through this story. Like, just young men like me, like, if I saw that and it was someone else and I was, like, affected by it, like the performance, I would somehow take that in, like, okay, I need to be a little bit better, like, you know? So I was like, I can do this.
And obviously he's done so many projects himself. Did he pass on a sort of advice or tips as far as the acting is concerned? He makes like 12 movies a year.
He does work a lot. Yeah. But he's the type of person you just got to learn from how he moves. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to go into it with you because he's doing so much. Like you said, he makes like 12 movies a year. You know, I think I saw him sleep like twice. He drinks a lot of coffee. He eats a lot of apples. I mean, every time I see him, he's like this, with his coffee mug right here. And I mean, like, he's good. He's good. When he's out, he's out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's completely gone, but he's back up and working, like, hard. So, you know, that's James Franco. It's cool.
Sounds like it's two hardworking dudes working together, man.
Me, on the other hand, you know, I'm not going to lie. I work hard, but I sleep, too. Don't let nobody fool you like they don't sleep or you shouldn't sleep. I'm telling you, I'm effective and my hour's up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So we have some questions. We have some questions out here in the audience. Right there, we're gonna start.
Hey, it's so great to finally meet you in person.
Yes. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? So from Dope and then on, you've actually been very influential, especially to me as like an upcoming entertainer. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely someone I can't wait to work with one day. And I just really wanted to ask you, especially in the characters that you take on, I would say starting off with Shaolin, since this is a period character who's in a different time, how does playing Shaolin impact what you think of yourself and Black men in general and now, and what you all are still going through? And like, what do you take, like when you first get a role, like what do you look for in them before you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do it?
Okay. How do I think about myself after playing Shaolin? I mean, what do I?
Who's in like a different time period, but some of the same issues he's dealing with is still going on now. So how does that translate? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, what I learned even getting in this role is just what it is to, and I tweeted this the other day, like Shaolin, he not thinking about what other people are actually thinking about him. He knows it might affect him, like, oh, okay, that's what you think. But he on his, like, I don't care. I'm here, I'm alive, and while I'm alive, this is what I'm doing because I want to do it. And I'm going to move this way confidently. And I think that in general, I hope, because I feel that in myself after playing this role. And I know he's more a bad boy, and his decisions are based off of what he knows, like what he's exposed to is why he would go to the Yale Club and like do what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how he was raised, you know? And but anyway, Shao, like I wouldn't go to the Yale Club and pull a gun on nobody like that. And I'm not trying to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it yet, but I wouldn't do that. Like that's not my way of doing that. But how I would stick up for my friend or how I would handle that same situation, it would happen differently, but it would happen. You know, I would get the result I want because of that confidence and whatnot. So anyway, I hope young black men don't take the negative from Shao because ultimately he gets himself in more trouble and it keeps surrounding him. I want you to take the positive on how he affects people with his confidence, with how he's carrying himself, his like, I hear you, but this is who I am. You know, that works for Shao, undoubtedly. So, yes.
Great question. Next question right there.
Hi, from the Boogie Down Bronx.
Ooh.
What? But doing characters and doing shows like the Get Down and Dope, what is your opinion on hip hop culture today and artists like Designer and artists like A Boogie? What's your opinion? Do you think hip hop is dead?
I just think that hip hop, like the original what hip hop was, isn't. If that's still the definition of hip hop, it's just we're in a different category of hip hop. Or it's not the same thing anymore. I think trap music is trap music. That's what it is. It is hip hop technically because of what it does and how we feel about it. But it's not the same thing anymore. That's what I feel. We call it hip hop because that's the culture. The word hip hop is a part of the culture, but trap music is not it's not the same thing. We're singing, you know, and we're like it's very poetic in our own ways, I guess, and we find different tones and ways to deliver what we're saying, you know. And I think our crowds, we touch the people that need to hear it or want to hear that sound. So like Young Thug, like people will understand that, love it, and they get it because that's that crowd, you know. And for instance, Ludacris coming out right now, and he's like on his I forgot how his new song just came, like what it sound like. But my point is like the people affected by Ludacris would be like that's a little bit more like hip hop, like towards that's a little different. I look at Young Thug like a trap like hip hop artist, you know, rapper or whatever. But like it's all like A$AP Rocky is a little bit different to me than Young Thug. Like Future's hip hop though. Future, but he can wave in and out. He's an anomaly. You know, there's some hip hop rappers out there. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's definitely people that got the Chance the Rapper is a hip hop rapper. Yeah, he's definitely a hip hop rapper. Yeah, I mean, there's cool people out there. Vic Mensa, is it? No, it was. What's the homie's name? He's gonna be so mad. I just said. No, I said, and he's Vince Staples. Vince Staples. That's my homie. Oh yeah. He's cold. I like Vince. Yeah, I feel like I should stop at this because
I was hoping you were gonna like go into a performance and start dancing. You were starting to move right there.
Yeah.
We have one last question that's right there.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, man? I can dance.
Yeah, I know you can.
No,
I saw
mean,
it
like,
back there.
That's all. I mean, all we gotta do is, you know, ask.
There we go. After this question, we're into it.
You know, the first part of the Get Down was amazing, just the whole musical influence about it. And the character of Shaolin Fantastic is very complex and unique due to the fact, you know, how he's able to move, how he's able to think, how he sees the world in his own mind. I mean, what of your own experiences growing up did you bring into Shaolin and how they affected how he goes through the show?
What experiences did I bring in?
Brought in the necklace.
I did bring in the necklace. that was his own. You know, Shao's mom is dead. My mom isn't dead, but you know, and she will never die. But yeah, no, Shao, the love of a mother came in to play. My experiences, man, I didn't grow up like Shaolin. You know what I mean? I don't know that I don't know that I brought in my own experiences. I think I found who I would be right now, like within me, like in order to play Shao, you know? Like just finding that different energy, like just finding myself more. If I know my energy, if I know what it's like for me to be upset, serious, like genuinely, then I know I'm not pretending to be mad anymore. I know how far I go, where I stop, and you get me? So that's how I would answer that. I just looked around and found myself. That's the experience I brought into Shao.
That's a great answer, man. Well, guys, check out the Get Down Part 2 on Netflix
I
right now.
hope y'all enjoyed yourself,
Download
man.
this. We're going to have a dance party here at Build's. We're just going to start dancing, okay? No, I'm joking. Thanks so much for being here, man. I appreciate it.
Yes.